Hello, my friend. I am doing my everyday carry video. This hobby was something I began about a year ago, and up until that point, I mainly just carried a wallet and then whatever random stuff I wanted in my pocket. And I realized as my best wallet was wearing down that I really didn't like carrying my stuff like that. And at the same time, I was getting involved with reading about minimalism and lifestyle design, and I thought, why not stop carrying stuff in my pockets? Because I don't like carrying stuff in my pockets. It wears out my pockets, and the clothes just doesn't fit the way I like them to fit. And I don't like sitting on a wallet. So I kind of started buying different things and seeing what was working, and it took me about a year to get what I wanted perfectly to carry. And I learned a few things, so I just wanted to share and make myself a YouTube video. So the first thing I'm going to start with is something that's not part of my everyday carry, but there's a reason to that, and this is my Duluth sling pack. And what I learned as I bought different sizes of bags and packs is that there are packs that I want when I need to carry extra stuff, and then there's my everyday carry pack. And really, so many of the sling packs, the backpacks, the fanny packs, they go right to the big size, the medium and big size. So you have like 6 liter, 8 liter, and what I realized is that it was just too much space for what I wanted to carry every day. So I got the sling pack. This is mainly for when I'm out with my kids, because my wife always wants me to, I gotta bring extra water, I gotta bring snacks, I gotta bring stuff. And so I wanted something that I can have. And this pack is like the nicest pack I've ever had. This company, Duluth Pack, they make really good stuff. And it has like this feel of being classical and, traditional, but just being perfect at the same time. So I really like it. The material is really nice. So you have this like main center compartment. It has like double zippers, which is really nice because you can move the double zippers to either side. So you can unzip the way you want to unzip it, and you can wear the pack on either way. And it's just really convenient. And when you actually sling it to where in front of you, it just sits perfectly. So it's almost like you can just access everything, and the weight just sits right there on you. And then when you sling it back, it really distributes the weight really well. It's really easy to carry. Your arms feel free. I can carry a kid on my shoulders or whatever I need to do. So I really like it. But it's not part of my everyday carry, but what it can do is this front pouch carries my everyday carry. So when I want to go with my kids somewhere, I don't have to repack something. I just put my everyday carry right in here, and then I have another pouch to put the stuff I want to carry on the weekends or whatever I'm doing. So this is my everyday carry right here. Now this is the 4th everyday carry pack I bought, and it's the right one now. So why did I not use the other 3 packs that I bought? The first one I bought was a JanSport fanny pack, and actually it's pretty good, but I got teased about it because a lot of the old people in this town use JanSport packs. And also, it's a 2 liter pack, and 2 liters is just too much space for me. I don't need 2 liters. This is a Patagonia 1 liter pack, and I have found that 1 liter is just perfect. It's just enough space for everything I want to carry. I don't need to carry anything more, and it fills this up well. So introduce this. The first thing I have, without even opening it, on the outside, is a Swiss Army knife. My father gave this to me, and it's really an awesome little knife. But it's so small and smooth, if you carry it inside of a pack, it always will go to the bottom, and you always have to dig for it. So I decided to attach it to the outside, and it kind of swings as I walk. I kind of like it because it looks unique, you know. It happened to match. I didn't really try, but it matches the color that I picked for the Patagonia fanny pack. And what I like is, you know, you got a toothpick. Never used it. Got tweezers. I think that's like a once in every 5 years you're gonna have a need for tweezers. But man, when you need a pair of tweezers, you're gonna feel cool that you've been carrying it around and you got tweezers. What if your kid gets something stuck somewhere and you got to pull it out or something? And then it has a nice little sharp blade. It's pretty darn sharp for a little cut. And the cool thing about that is you're just wearing the pack. You need a knife, just boom, right there. You don't have to pull anything out. It's just sitting right there ready for you. It has a file, and you can do a little screwing here with that tip. And then here's the nicer thing is you got a pair of scissors. So without even opening my pack, I have a pair of scissors if I never need to open. Mainly, I think I've opened potato chip bags mostly with these so far. But it's kind of nice and convenient because it sits on me. I can just pull it out, pull the thing that I need to cut or whatever I need to do, and I haven't even opened my pack. So I kind of like it. First, the front pouch. That's the reason I like having the Swiss Army knife here, is I can just grab it and then pull it open. So it kind of gives you extra leverage just to open it. Right now in this front pouch, all I have is this clip with my business cards. Now, I give business cards out approximately 1.5 times a year. Not many people want my business card, but when I have it, I feel cool. So the problem with carrying business cards is that you don't give them out that often, so they sit there. So if you have them in a wallet, they get worn on the edges and they just don't look very nice. But I have them here in this money clip. This is the first money clip I ever bought. It's pretty good, but you know, it's not. It only works when you have just a precise amount of bills that you want. So if you have too many or too few bills, it doesn't work. But I retired it from being my money clip just to holding my business cards, and it does a pretty good job of that. And if you just have something that holds all the business cards together in one spot, the rigidness of a stack of them is enough to keep them from not wearing out. So I have that, and that's what's in my front pouch. If I open the main compartment, look in here, you can't really see that very well, but the one thing that's not in here is my phone. And the reason is because I'm using that to record this video. But it holds the phone really well. I recently switched to an iPhone SE because I was tired of carrying around big phones. But before I got that iPhone SE, I had an iPhone 6 Plus, which is kind of the largest size of an iPhone, and it did fit in here perfectly. So you can put just about any size phone right there, so it will hold that. So I kind of like that. And when we go inside here, I'll take out what I got. The first thing I have is, I forgot the name of this company, the Ridge. So the Ridge can hold all of your cards. I won't take them out because I don't want to show my card numbers, but I got, my driver's license, my ID, my a couple of credit cards. I got a couple promotional discount cards right in there, but it holds them nice. And the thing I like about it is there's like sometimes where I just am running across the street to go to a convenience store or something, and all I need is my plastic. I can just pull that out, boom, just throw that in a pocket really quick, and I have all my cards with me that I need. So I like that. This company, you can actually have a band on either side that will hold the bills, so it can function as like your only wallet. But what I found is, because it's card size, you have to do a double fold on the bills. So you fold it once and then fold it twice. The problem is most merchants, like, you can just see it in their eyes when you give them a double folded bill, because it's not going to sit in their till well, and they hate it. So I was like, I just got rid of that. So I just took off the straps and the clips. So it just holds my cards, and then I use a separate money clip to hold my money. So that's the first thing in my everyday carry. So the other part is my money clip. The older I've gotten, and doing business, I really like to carry cash around, especially small bills, because I'm always with kids, and you can give kids candy, but man, if you give kids like $1 or something to get like a Korean snack, some tteokbokki or some whatever they want, they really like that. So sometimes I like to have just a couple bills around because it's always easy to make change or something. So I had, as I showed you previously, that other money clip, which is it's not really nice. So what I have here, and this is I think it's called M clip. And the cool thing about it is that these things pull out. And that sound, for the first 2 days, I literally just would sit there and play with that because it just sounds so cool, right? And so when you pull it out like that, it gives you that correct pressure. So you can actually hold a small amount of bills or a large amount of bills, and it will still be tight. Whereas a lot of the other money clips, it won't. They expect it to be a one-size-fit-all. This will do many, and then you can't really see, but on the inside, there's actually a little bit of rubber, so it holds the bills. So even though you have a stack here, that thing won't shake off because it has that rubber that's holding it down. And the other thing I like about it is a lot of money clips are made with materials that are light, which are kind of good, but you still want like some weight when you're holding it around. And that's enough weight to you can feel it in a pocket, you can feel it in your bag, and I like it. So, just boom, you got your bills, right? And then if you wanted to, you can even just throw 1 card or 2 cards right in there, fold it over, and you have everything you need to buy anything right there. So that's the other thing I have, boom. And the next thing I carry are Bluetooth headphones. And I really like the Jaybird Bluetooth headphones because they have this system where you can wrap it so it goes around the head, the back of the head, so you have nothing hanging on the shoulders. Because I found when you have stuff hanging on the shoulders, things get caught and pulled when you're hiking in tree area. So I like it because they just stay on perfectly. And I always like to have headphones around because I never know when I'm going to have downtime or bored, so I can listen to a book on tape or a podcast. And Bluetooth headphones are really awesome to have around because I can always listen to something, never bored, usually. So pretty easy to carry, that nice pouch. This is the next thing I carry. I find when you need it, lip balm, you have to have it. Because man, once your lips get dry, you start licking your lips, and it's terrible, and you feel uncomfortable the whole time. So I always carry a lip balm around with me, and I really like the Burt's Bee lip balm because that beeswax has a lower melting point. So in the hotter summers, it's not all gooey and gumpy when you pull it out because it has that lower melting point. So that's why I like it. The next thing are my keys. So I really like this. This is the, I think the Orbit 2.0 keychain. And so it keeps them all in a line, protected, so they're not flopping around. They don't make any sound. There's no jingling. And so I got my keys right here. You can pull it out, my regular use office keys, and then I have my house keys. But they sell these additional things you can throw in there that's really cool. So this is a little tool, and the only thing I really use of the tool is like the bottle opener to open beer bottles. But it has like a hex screw. I never use that, and theoretically, I think they designed it so there's like a little notch, so you can open boxes with it. Again, I carry knives to do that, but you can do that, and it has a little screw thing. You could, leverage something, but it's pretty cool. And then the other thing I really like about it is it has a USB. Now, you could probably carry a USB a lot of different ways, and I actually bought, this is one of the first everyday carry items I purchased, so that's why I got it. That's why I carry my USB on the keychain and not somewhere else. I could just carry a loose USB, but I really like having a USB with me because, my job is I'm a professional teacher, professional private teacher in a hog one. So I've gone pretty much bookless, so I never use books with kids. I project the books. Well, I never use paper books with kids. So I probably have 500 books on here. So I have the books, I have the audio. So I could go any classroom that has a projector, and I could do every lesson that I know how to do just with this drive. And it has all of my super secret test prep material and all those things. And I just have a degree of confidence having it here. And additionally, like, the information that's on this drive really represents like 10 years of all the materials I've gathered. And I like, I have a backup copy on a hard drive, and I have it on my main computer. So I kind of like having it in 3 places, because if I ever were to lose all that material, it would be devastating. So I like carrying it with me and having it with me so I could use it any potential situation. So I really like having my USB drive with me at all times. That has all my material. And the last thing, which is the least practical thing I carry, I've often thought, like, why, I don't need this, I'll never use this, but is my Gerber knife from my father. I'm from Alaska. In Alaska, people carry knives with them. They carry multi-tools, and so that's kind of why I like carrying it, because it's kind of an homage to my life in Alaska when people carry those things. In Korea, not as practical, but the one thing I do like about this is it has a serrated blade, and like every now and again you'll get into a situation where like the only thing that's going to cut that thing you need to cut is a serrated blade. And it's not, like, serrated blades are not precise, like you're going to hack up whatever thing you're trying to cut, but like sometimes like certain plastic containers or packaging are just really a pain in the butt to cut. So you can use that serrated blade right there. It has a nice tip. I don't think I'd ever really use it, but it's kind of fun to carry. And this knife is really cool. Again, I don't have a need for it, but it's still cool because it has like this thing right here that kind of keeps your hand from slipping off of it. And I like it because you can do everything with one hand. So I can close it with one hand, open it with one hand, and it's a pretty cool knife. So I like to carry it around, think about my dad when I open it up. And yeah, it has a clip too. I don't think I'd ever wear it on a pants pocket, but you could. So, well, that is about everything that I've learned in about a year of purchasing different things about my everyday carry. So basically, I like having a very small amount of things I need. Everything I need, I have right there with me. Boom, on me, on my back, carry it, goes with me wherever I go. And there's just, I don't know. I think that's just part of liking tools and things, and there. So that's what I've learned in the last year of purchasing different products. I don't think there's one best everyday carry for everybody, but this is what was best for me, and that's what I've learned the last year of this hobby. And unfortunately, it's like a terminal hobby because I'm not the type of person that wants to keep buying stuff. Like, once I have the thing I want, then I'm done. So I pretty much have purchased every everyday carry thing I want. So this video is kind of just a period on that hobby for me, and now I have an everyday carry of what I need for, especially, well, I think part of it is just being a father of young children. I have to put like 90% of my thought and thinking on taking care of them. So I really don't have, in the moment, a lot of mental time to think about what do I need to carry. So if I've already thought about that, then I don't even have to put any mental energy when I'm packing for them. I got what I need. So I just throw that on my back. I'm not even thinking about that. Then I can think about, okay, what do my kids need? Oh, I need wet tissue. Do I need to bring a diaper or whatever? So that's kind of why I like to have my everyday carry pre-planned out, so I can put my energy onto the family when we're trying to go somewhere and what do we need to bring with us. So that's it. This is Arrogant Aaron signing off with his everyday carry.